And action. Hey. Yeah, that's right, guys. Quite a shocker, ain't it? And DM Tombstone Belts here with 46th episode of DM Tombstone Live on a Friday? How is that? Well, tell you the truth, guys, this is why I'm going to announce it right here for you all on DM Tombstone Live, the live stream episode show. Yeah. So, as you guys know about how DM Tombstone Live goes, it's unsanctioned, uncensored, and whatever happens. Just make sure we try to do it family friendly as possible. But yeah, you're probably wondering, DM, why are you streaming on Friday? Don't you have work or something like that? Well, I did mention there was a lot of the changes of the work scheduling that the chances of doing DM Tombstone Live on Saturdays and Sundays would be a bit iffy. Well, just yesterday we had a huge U-turn when it came to that schedule, thanks to those with the stuff that's been going on in my country and our country neighbors, you know, Canada and that. Hold on one second, folks. Okay, enough of that. But yeah, so between Canada and the good old United States, with the tariffs and stuff going on like that, but I don't want to talk about that. After all, this is not about politics or anything government related. Yeah. Don't worry, guys, that's not alcohol. That's Mountain Dew Baja. The Baja Blast. But yeah. Yeah, so as of yesterday was my last day of work for that time being. They said we'll be off for 2 weeks, but chances are it could be more. I'm not sure, but it all depends on how this thing is going to be between us and Canada, especially with our president with their tariffs and raising stuff up and down. It's just, excuse my language, but it's just fucking crazy. So yeah, there's stuff like that. But anyway, here I am doing DM Tombstone Live for you guys, and hopefully we get some special guests here. I'm not so sure we're going to get Stephen Hammer after he does work on weekdays and possible weekends as well, but just letting you guys know, I also send out to Dex. I haven't had Dex in a while, but chances are we may get him. Who knows? And as well, I know there's going to be another thing I want to do here today because I did receive a information about we should be getting a package in the mail sometime today, and right now it's a little bit delayed. Last time I checked, it's in Detroit and on its way here. Yeah, so my package should be coming in anytime soon. It could be in 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, who knows? I mean, it's 1:12 right now, and around here, usually the mail, most times the mail would be around here around like 3 o'clock or so. But I'm suspecting at least 2:30, 3:30, depending on where it comes from. But it is coming from UPS, so I had seen a couple of the UPS trucks, but so far, just sitting here waiting. And I know you're thinking, well, you're gonna unbox it on the live stream. Well, I don't know how long I'm gonna do the live stream for. I mean, yeah, I got free time now, but as well, a lot of things are going on. I know my live stream, Bitcoin X, yo man, hey there, Bitcoin, because I know as well scheduling for tomorrow is a bit iffy as well because after all, I'm gonna be going. Uh, I got tickets here for Carlos Lena's International Productions or Clip. It's a fight I'm going to in Southfield. It's because my brother is fighting in there. It's a fight night. It's happening tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna be there with my brother's girlfriend. Or well, not much about that, but yeah, my older brother's gonna be fighting in there. I think it's kickboxing probably. I think it's a kickboxing thing, but I've been to one before with him, and it's my second time. And luckily enough, I'm thinking, hey, what are the chances are that I would actually have time off because I didn't suspect to have time off. I thought I'd been working on Saturday, but chances are I'm not now. Chances I wasn't gonna have at least a couple weeks off, and as well means I have the time off to be watching WrestleMania. And I know you'd be thinking you're gonna do a live stream during WrestleMania time. Possibly, I may possibly do a live stream before WrestleMania, not during. Yeah, somehow my voice changed a little bit from that, but yeah. So tomorrow, uh, I'll be going to see my brother in a fight. Yeah, he's like an amateur MMA fighter or amateur fighter. So, so yeah, I'm gonna watch him do that, and then I'm gonna probably try to come back and do more live streams. But since now I'm off 2 weeks, it means now I'm going back to try to do more live streams during the weekdays. So, guys, knowing the next couple of weeks, like from Monday or from Saturday all the way to Sunday, I'll be trying to do more live streams and possibly more videos. And I know if my package arrives at the end of this live stream, I'm going to post another video. I'm going to post a regular video on my channel of me unboxing and reviewing what was in the package. So, knowing you guys, I may not be able to do it on the stream, but I will be trying. I'll probably do another live stream tomorrow talking about what I have done. If you don't check out my video on the new channel as well. I also want to do a video probably not only that about having you guys update on the road to WrestleMania Choose a Belt contest because you guys haven't been doing a lot of votes on that video. Go to the video, check out what is up for the voting, and leave it in the comment section below with the hashtag. Obviously, I said before out of the videos. Right now, there's only 2 entries in, which is the hash. Which one of them is the Ruthless Aggression SmackDown tag and the DMT belt. So make sure you guys are putting in your vote in the comment section below, and not remember the one with the most votes is gonna be chosen and to be the next belt of choice that I make. And the winner is gonna be picked after WrestleMania Night 2, which probably before Night 1 of WrestleMania 41. I may do a live stream and do predictions of matches that's gonna happen on those days. As far as I know, the only matches that are up are going to be the triple threat match, which is going to be the main event for night 1 of CM Punk versus Roman versus Seth Rollins. Then there's Gunther versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship. Sorry, guys. I believe, and they're saying it's going to be Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the World Heavyweight Championship, but we all know that's going to be a triple threat in some way. Rhea Ripley's going to enter in that matchup. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE title. That's going to be the main event in night 2. Sorry, guys. I think drinking the Mountain Dew is really making my voice seem a little bit deeper. Then I believe there's I don't know if there's going to be an Intercontinental title match. Maybe, not sure. I'm pretty sure there's going to be Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Then there's going to be the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies, which obviously this year there's no Warrior Award. I don't know why, because what, they're going to bury that one too? Alha Bena Ma Ouchie. Can you say hi to me? Hi, Ola. Wait, Alha. I don't know if I mispronounced your name. If I do, I deeply apologize because after all, I'm not good with pronouncing names. But thank you. Yeah, it's Alha Bena Ma Ouchie or something like that. I don't know, but maybe it's Alche, who knows? But oh, yeah, today it was just a bit of running around to do, and all that stuff. Yeah, today I decided to get myself a new pair of shoes. Uh, out because my other one's just worn down. One of the pairs, the soles was. I mean, there was not little. There was literally like 2 to 3 millimeters of rubber soles on these shoes I had. And one of them, it literally was worn down to where the point my toes were sticking under the bottom of them. And then around here, it gets wet and cold. My socks would get damp by the time I've even gone a yard outside. So I had to get a new pair of shoes. And luckily enough, went to the mall nearby me and got myself a new pair of kicks. These are Pumas. Yeah, normally I wouldn't wear like these type of color shoes. Mostly, I'm like a guy that likes to wear black and that. But I sometimes, but my last pair of shoes had like a bit of black and red to them. These got a bit of black in. I mean, into the color. As long as there's like black, white, and red into them, I wear them. Yeah, nice pair of shoes, soft foam stuff. Just got them today, and nice price too, about $40. And I hope and had to get a pair that's not like my brother's because the last pair I did it was the exact same pair my brother bought, and yeah, it was a problem because many times I put on the pair of shoes, I'm thinking, and the next thing you know, my brother's like, "Hey, those are my shoes." I'm like, "Well, how the hell am I supposed to know? We all have the exact same size, but basically we're sharing each other's shoes." So yeah, it was the other day. It was the other day he bought himself a pair of Pumas as well that were white, black, and red as well. But they're not those type of shoes that I just showed you guys. Though it was a different pair of mine. I wanted a little bit more extra thickness of soles on them. So I gone for a more like athletic version of it, I think that they are. Because his is more of a flatter sole. I mean to them. Mine I want more thickness because I I rarely wear like shoes outside because when I go to work I go right to boots. Because I walk everywhere. And some shoes I wore for years. And there was a pair of Nikes I wore for like 5 years straight. And I know you're thinking, wow, 5 years. And I'm walking every day through them. I've worn the soles down to the point where I could almost poke my foot through the bottom of them. There was no soles to begin with. I mean, literally, there usually how at the bottom of these shoes you have like these grooves and that in them, like all that. Yeah, a pair of Nikes I wore for 5 years straight. The soles were completely flat. Congratulations on 600 subscribers. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, I say yeah, yeah. Thank you. I know I'm getting close to 700. After all, I think I'm at 677 right now, so I'm about 23 away. I know the closer I get to 700, the more favors for you guys, the subscriber counts. Because after all, every 100 subscriber mark, I want to do something special for my fellow subscribers. And I think I've done this now. I got more time on my hands since I no longer have to worry about work as much, but because now I'm off for a little while, means now I got time to do stuff like this, live streaming, doing more videos, and more spare time when I can with my belts and that. Yeah, you are very close to 700. I know. And I think that, I mean, 3 months, I mean, being 3 months, now 4 months into this year, and already getting close to 700. Because I know last year I added another 200 before the end of the year. I was usually thinking I was getting 100 subscribers almost every year. And then last year was doing better because, hey, I jumped up over 200 before the end of the year, and it really did a lot for my channel. And now I think this year I'm hoping maybe try to keep going that outcome thing. Now I'm about to get to 700 before the end of the literally before we get through a quarter or a third of the year. And I know only 21 more. Oh, really? 21? Last time I checked, it was like last time I checked on mine, it was like 277. I didn't think it was 279 right now, but yeah, there I'm getting close to 700, and it does a lot for me and as well for you guys because there. I always want to thank you by giving you something special in return for being a part of my channel. And because I know I'm never gonna be like those big YouTubers that been doing this for years and get to like the tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Like one day I'm gonna get to 100,000 subscribers and to be able to post up my silver play button up over here or somewhere on these walls if my belts don't cover up my entire wall. But I know I just wanted to do this to the point where at least I'm having fun, and I know you guys are enjoying it. Because that's mostly what I would do for this. I'm not saying I'm a YouTuber, as I mostly just do this as a hobby. I don't do this as a full time job because if I did, I want to try to get to 100 or at least get to 1,000 subscribers. When are you getting to ROEW? Uh, I believe in you, bro. You got talent. Thank you, Aviano Palita, I think that is. Well, DXRKUWU ROEW. I don't know what you mean by that. Do you want to know how many subscribers you have right now? Well, uh, well, according to what you're saying, I got about 679 right now. I mean, I remember that I only for a day I had like 666, which was funny. We love you, bro, as a person, and as we chat, enjoy your content. Keep going in your life, and you're going to make it big, bro. Stay grinding. Thank you. ROEW and Warren. This is Volkillis. Um, oh, well, if I have time for that ROEW, I won't mind going to that. But I know one problem is because the fact if it's about wrestling, it's gonna be hard for me to do anything with wrestling because right now I'm still on medical restrictions, and of course, I don't think it'd be okay for my doctors, and of course, for my workers comp, for me to do anything because of especially with my shoulder. But if I'm being involved in any way, I'd be most likely maybe ref, manager, or even announcer. Always have hope. Thank you. But yeah, and as well, other news. I know that there's a thing going on right now. I talked about it before on this channel. Something known as Astronomicon, where I met a lot of good celebrities there, including meeting RVD one time and got him to sign the ECW championship behind me. But as well, there's going to be a lot going through this Astronomicon that's actually coming this week. As of today, tomorrow, and Sunday, we got an Astronomicon there where there's a lot of wrestlers I know in there. Like I think Trish Stratus and Lita's going to be there. Kevin Nash, I've met him before. He's going to be there. Maybe this time I'll bring the WCW either the television or the tag team belt. And of course, one I know of, the Icon Sting. And that one's going to be it's going to be a hard one because I don't have a belt of his right now that he held, except I think for the WCW US. Because I don't know if he held the television title or the tag title. I'm not quite sure because then again, I haven't watched a lot of WCW. I was mostly a WWF guy. And I don't have any AEW belt he wore. Are you far from Warren, bro? No, I am not. I mean, I grew up there. I grew up in Warren. I mean, pretty sure now you got, I mean, I haven't said this before about the people here, but yeah, I have been around with them, especially with those groups of people that you've seen on my channel of UWW. They were used to be known as Urban Warren Wrestling. But yeah, we have I have been around in Warren. Warren's where my grandmother lived, and most of the time I spent 5 years there and most of my childhood. Yeah, I'm not that far from there. Your wounds will heal, and you will come back stronger than ever. And your brother, you are an inspiration to the youth and hold the title of the positive role model for everyone watching. Wow, I never felt so touched from you, man. Yeah, after all, I do say I'm not an. I don't like to say I would want to be an inspiration, but I do want people to know that if you put your self, if you put your life, your mind, your heart, and whatever you want into what you enjoy, what you love, eventually you should accomplish it and do your 100% best at it. Because I love wrestling and I love to be creative. So for me to make this channel and I made my belts thing, I if I would have not put in 100%, most of you probably think that these are replicas right here. Some of them, you guys probably think these are real belts or not yet replicas, but no, these are homemade belts I have made. And a lot of them I enjoy creating. That one, the hardcore belt right there, I had signed by the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley. Make sure to be your best self. Yes. Indeed. And there, guys, I always give myself 100% when I do my work, especially making these belts. I put in the time, I put in the detail, I put in the effort to make these belts look as good as the real belts or these bootleg belts or the replicas without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on getting the real deal. In fact, that's what I did for this channel to let people see that I made these belts at the time when I couldn't afford the replicas. And now that I'm doing stuff that can make me afford to get these, and you're thinking, am I still going to even try to make some of these belts? Hell yes, I will still continue to make these belts. If I'm not holding on to them as my personal collection, I like to give it to you guys. Good job there. Very nice. Thank you. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I'm pretty sure I never thought I would make the undisputed championship the way I did. I made like what, four of them? The most recent one I gave to was Brother Kane, who has his own channel. I made a version for him. I never would have made the light heavyweight championship. Now that I have a replica, real belt bootleg version of it. But yeah, I would never thought I'd make a light heavyweight belt or ECW championship. I made that one. I made a WWE spinner, a recent one I made, and I gave it to Jordan Ramsey. He enjoys that belt. Yeah, I made one in the past, and I always wanted to go back and try to do one that's better than that, and I did. And of course, redone the US spinner. I I made a European title, the first WWF European homemade belt, probably on YouTube. There was no other person that made a homemade version of the WWF European Championship before I did. As far as I know, I could probably claim that. Oh, cool. Pretty sure if you look up homemade WWF European Championship, my video is on there. I've never suspected to make up a winged eagle. But I always wanted to because after all, if I made the hardcore belt, I could surely make a winged eagle title or an oval IC. I never thought to make an oval IC or even the Reggie IC. I almost wanted to make another Reggie classic IC to go along with my collection. It's only one of the few belts that I don't have that's a part of my original creations. 1 second. Yeah. So yeah, but do you ever wear them? Of course I wear them. They're homemade belts. They're made to be worn. I mean, they're not just collector's items. I bring them to live shows. Think it. The WWE Spinner belt was one of the first belts I brought with me to a live show. I've retired that one, and now I bring other belts, like the hardcore belt I brought a couple times. But now that it's signed, I can't bring it because I don't want to risk ruining the signature. Many times I brought the undisputed title with me. I brought the ECW title with me. I brought the Oval IC with me, Smoking Skull. And I think now when I go back to a live show, I want to bring the Winged Eagle with me. What do you just keep them on the wall? Or no, I don't keep them on the wall. Sometimes I would bring them with me to a live show. If I go to a live show, I would bring them with me. Right. Yeah, or at least bring one or two of them with me. And because I never want to bring the replicas. Like most people would go to a live show, bring replicas of the real belts. And to me, that's a bit iffy because where I live, like the most live shows I go to, like it'd be like in Detroit. You never want to go to Detroit with something that's like $300 to $500, and plus two, in case you drop it, there's nothing but concrete. There's nothing soft there, and I don't want to risk damaging my belt if I accidentally drop it on the hard concrete floor. At least I don't have to worry much about the homemade belts. Like if they drop, they're okay. And two, I could always repatch it up if like a stone fell out or if a piece of tape fell off or something like that. I could always fix it up. You have real talent. Yeah, thank you. But like I said, hold on. Like like this though, like this, my Winged Eagle belt. You're probably now looking at it like, wow, is this the real belt? Like, no, this is a homemade one I've made. And I put a lot of time and effort into this. You can see all the painted detail into the eagle that I put time in for this belt. And I know I would have usually would have done the all gold one, but I own an all gold Winged Eagle right now. And I thought have a different version, so I go on with the dual plated version. And mine is designed to look like the one that was at WrestleMania 4, like the famous WrestleMania 4 Winged Eagle, to where it had like this flower pattern in the snap box. So you guys see that the snap box is not a lot of pattern into it because it was more designed off the one that had a flower pattern into it, and which it was. And it's funny because when I talk about this involved with the Winged Eagle and the hardcore belt, this particular Winged Eagle I made is made of the version that Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig had smashed at the back in the Saturday Night Main Event. But yeah, I have made these type of belts. Never thought I could make them. Sorry about that. But yeah, I did. And I mean, wow. Time and effort. And I put even the shell tool. Well, yeah, the gold is making it reflect bad. But I even put the shell tooling pattern into the strap itself. And this is nice soft leather. Yeah, I do admit the snaps have worn down where they're not as shiny anymore. I don't know why they do that, but some of my belt snaps have retained their color. This one's just odd how it just lost its shine to it. But but then again, I think it's cool because after all, it makes it look like a ring used belt or it's been around for a while. And I got the gold tip design on the gold tip itself. Nice soft leather, so flexible. And yeah, even it has a bit of a curve on it. I wish the curve would have left. I mean, would have been much more of a deeper one. But dude, some people, it's hard to make homemade belts with curves. Like I'm surprised I was able to get that down. But you see, my very first few belts in the beginning, most of them were just flat plates, like the hardcore belt, the spinners, the European title. All those were mostly just flat plates. And then when I started working on other belts, like my custom belts, like the YouTube Championship, the custom Stanley Cup belt, I started practicing to try to do curves on them. And then I got it down. Now I got belts that have curves in them to make them look like real belts. And now here I am with a belt that I really do enjoy. Like I love this winged eagle I made. I am surprised that I've actually to say the young kid in me would be thinking, "Wow, I can't believe I actually did something like this." Like, but hey, I started making homemade belts when I was a teenager. Like, I was still in high school at the time when I made my first wrestling belt, and then after that, then when I go to college, and then when I started getting my own job, I adapted, I progressed, and worked more to make these belts more presentable. And now here I am with a belt that literally from a far distance you would think it's a real belt. And been praised by many people that hold these titles, including like Mick Foley. When I met him with that homemade hardcore title, he signed that. I thought he was gonna maybe sign the Attitude Era Big Eagle I brought, but he's like, I'd rather sign this. And thing is, it ain't the first hardcore title homemade one I made that he signed. My buddy Frank met him, and he signed his hardcore title too. You're at 780 subscribers now. Wow, someone to keep him up with my subscriber count more than me. Wow, I'm surprised. I'm now 20 away from 800. Yeah. But like I say, guys, like I even did. I don't share. I did. Normally, most people wouldn't want to share like their secrets of how they make this belt, how they make belts like these. But I did. If you guys know, I made a series of known as the How To series, two of them. One that I did for making the European title, and then I did another one where I followed through, right? Where I tried to do it as simple as possible, and did it again to make it for the ECW title. That time I added to where I did for curves and that. I'm pretty sure I can make another how to for the modern belt I make now, but it'll all just be the same. It's all about if you had like the know-how and if you know what the belt you want, because the first thing you do is when you're making a wrestling belt is to I mean 680. Sorry. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what you meant. But yeah, but there. If you have the know-how, the materials, which I've talked to you many times about the materials, and you have patience and just take your time and go slowly with it. I mean, you don't need a rush for it, but if you take your time and a lot of effort, and if you keep putting yourself putting time in to do this stuff, you eventually come out with a belt that you enjoy, you love, and as well makes you look like the talk of the town. Just it. Like to think I'm actually now because now I know next time there's a WWE event, maybe hopes that WrestleMania 43 will be here back again in Detroit. Like every 20 years, we'll see WrestleMania here in Detroit, or if it ever comes to Detroit. I know, or any WWE live event, if I'm able to go to when it comes here to Michigan, I'm definitely bringing this one because this one definitely needs to go to an event. So people look at it and be like, "Hey, man, that looks so cool," and I have to tell them, "Yeah, I made it. You made that? Have you ever completely broke one and not been able to fix it? Have I broken like a homemade belt or a replica belt? Because if it was a replica belt, absolutely not. I have never broken a replica belt. Cristiano Ronaldo fan, say into WWE. Uh, just knowing if you're speaking in a foreign language, like I think that's Russian, just knowing I don't speak any foreign languages other than English. So I don't know what you mean by saying about that. But yeah, I do see WWE, yes. But that's why I think you're asking. But yeah, pretty much took almost every homemade belt I held or I made to a WWE event, including the custom Stanley Cup belt I brought with me to a WWE event. But the only belt that hasn't gone is this one. Or I think one of my classic intercontinentals, which if I make another classic intercontinental, I'm definitely going to keep one for myself. Just the time and effort I'm going to have to take to make that one again. Because I don't know if I'm definitely going to make it as a white strap. If I do a baby, I'd probably think about doing baby blue, warrior yellow, or possibly the gold dust gold. Because I know I don't want to do black strap. I do black strap all the time. Like only one belt I have now that's only red strap. And of course now here I gotta say, just knowing where you get your materials as well. Like me, for the strap of the belt, I just get regular vinyl that you get at a local craft store, like a Hobby Lobby, Joanne Fabrics, or even a Michaels. Find places, or you can even find them online. Because I know I've had to go online a couple times for the snakeskin backings for my belts, like for the Smoking Skull. Like they didn't have that on the at any of the local hobby shops, so I had to go online for that, and they were pretty good stuff there. But yeah, I do say as well. I did mention a lot about how the materials you get here, and as well, take your time. I need to go. I wish I could keep watching, but I cannot buy everyone. Well, that's okay, no problem. Because wow, we're going on. I'm gonna say I probably cut this video at 40 minutes because I think I hear my family just arrived out there, and I'm right thinking about saying hi. But I think I'm gonna probably cut this video now. But stay tuned, guys. Because I know later today or possibly tomorrow, I may do a video because I know I'm supposed to get something in the mail, and chances are I'm gonna do an unboxing review for you guys. So thank you guys so much for being part of this live stream. And if you like what you see, make sure to like it. And as well, check out my regular channel with 420 videos of, about me reviewing either the belts behind me or including homemade belts, which I made several of. Wink, wink there. Also, check out my other live streams I've done. This is number 46, I believe. So there's 45 others. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you like them, share them, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, guys. Today, according to what I see, I'm 20 away from 700. It means soon maybe there will be another 700 subscriber belt giveaway for you guys. But anyway, also follow me on my social media, like at DMTombstone Belts on X, and as well Daniel Me. No, DM Tombstone 96 on X, and Daniel Me 96 on Instagram. I'm DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, I'm signing out. See you guys tomorrow.